Eclectic, imaginative Vietnamese cuisine using the owner's family recipes. But don't let the traditional sounding dishes fool you. There's room for updated cocktails and a dance floor later in the evening. You'll find it all at Jacob's Place in Alameda. Yes, that's right, on the island. It's on Encinal Avenue, and it's called Dragon Rouge Restaurant.
I'm Jimmy Lou.
And I'm Dan Nguyen. And we're from Dragon Rouge
in Alameda. Well, the family was started with my brother Scott, myself, and our cousin Dan.
It was actually my 30th birthday, I remember it. And I had this great idea, and I was like, let's open a restaurant. And they're like, okay, let's do it. And then, you know, a year later, we were open. Really, it happened really fast. And, you know, 5 years later, we're still here. We're happy. To decide on the recipes, we sat around in a circle and basically asked ourselves what we craved when we were away from our parents.
It's only natural for our mom to be in the kitchen, and she's here every day. All of our customers get to see her. They still call her mom, just like we do.
Mom works really, really hard. She's probably the hardest worker here. She spends hours and hours every day to make sure that the food comes out right, and that's her main purpose. All she wants is the food to come out the way she makes it.
We put a lot of pride into our bar using the same ingredients that the kitchen uses.
We really like to support our community, and one way we do that is by donating a lot of food and gift certificates to nonprofit organizations, and also featuring local artists like our very own Vera, who has art here today.
All right, Jacob, you grew up in Alameda, didn't you?
I did. I'm an island boy. Yes,
yeah.
I did.
You look like it. Very laid back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
What is it about Dragon Rouge that draws you in?
Right. Well, growing up in Alameda, I've always been aware of, you know, new things that come into town. It's definitely progressing and getting a lot better, more, you know, restaurants. And Dragon Rouge, I love Vietnamese food. This place, it's just felt a little more alive. Than your average kind of hole in the wall with great food, and I just love the kind of contemporary takes that they have on traditional Vietnamese dishes. So,
and what's your go-to dish?
Oh my gosh! Well, first of all, I have to start off with the aloe sake tini. So they do, you know, sake you would think, okay, Japanese. They do that. They have a full bar, but they also have this, and it tastes like heaven water. It's like,
I love that.
It's so tasty. So we had a couple of those, and then I always get the bouncing beef. They're cubes of wok-fired filet mignon, and then it's served over a bed of watercress, and you dip it in this lime pepper sauce, which is amazing. So I get that, and I also always get the catfish clay pot, which is again another thing. If you've ever had a clay pot before, it's served in a bubbling pot with nuc mam sauce. It's a fish sauce with wonderful vegetables, broccoli, zucchini, onions.
You're shaking your head over there.
And the catfish is just like, oh, it's just melting.
What did you have when you went, Lori?
Well, I think I missed a lot of what you just mentioned, but they sound worth going back for. They had a very diverse menu, lots of things. I liked that their menu actually had some of the favorites or popular items in bold, so that helped guide us in choosing. But they had they had a variety of rolls to choose from, but luckily they had a sampler platter with that came out with 3 different sauces, so we were able to try a little bit of both the fresh rolls and more of the crispy rolls, and everything was really, really great. They had a crispy potato roll that was really divine.
Yeah.
And these are the family recipes. I mean, these, you know, they came from Vietnam, the family, the Lou family, and so these are family recipes. Now, Bob, again, did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I have never been to a Vietnamese restaurant.
Really? This was your first experience? Oh, boy.
And?
What fun.
Oh,
cool. Nice. Awesome.
What was your favorite?
We also did the sampler plate on the rolls, which was fantastic. Very, very nice. And then we went for the combo barbecued platter, which included pork, chicken, and beef, and shrimp. There was more food than we could eat. Unfortunately, Vera suggested next time in, we do the bouncing beef, which sounded good.
It's really,
and at the table next to us was a sea bass that I wanted to go over and just take a little slice.
You should have. Come on.
Well, next time.
Next time. And what about cocktails? Because you did mention they have quite an extensive cocktail list.
Yeah, they do. They have a full bar, great wines, also a little local Alameda wines. And
they also had some Vietnamese and Thai beer, so it was hard to choose. There were some cocktails that called out to me, but I ended up going for the Vietnamese beer the waitress recommended.
Oh, nice. Which one? Do you remember what it was?
It was the 33, Export 33, and it was very good.
Yeah.
One of the nice things is that, which I didn't realize, they have a happy hour from 5 to 6, which is a 2-for-1 happy hour.
I like your thinking on this one, Bob.
We got there at 5 to 6, and Vera, our waitress, said, "You just caught it, and so order now." So I'm thinking you're going to get 2 glasses in front of you shoved in at 5 minutes. It wasn't that way. They presented it and waited for us to have our entree before bringing the second cocktail.
Oh, lovely.
That's
so
cool.
Great service.
Absolutely fantastic.
Very
What about
friendly.
value or kid-friendly? Is this spot?
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, you can get to your higher end dishes, you know, if you want to do that. And then also it's a great place for lunch. They have these $3 banh mi sandwiches, like grilled chicken. I don't know if you've ever had a traditional Vietnamese banh mi. Those are great. And yeah, there's something for everyone there, I think.
And then you can go for a stroll on the beach.
Yes, and Alameda, I'm always going to be, you know, pitching my town. I love it there. It's flat, beautiful Victorians. The beach is there. Right. We took a nice walk after to the beach, watched the sunset over San Francisco, and it's just a fun city. I love it there.
You really are a beach
I'm biased.
guy. You're biased.
I'm biased,
You're biased.
but hey.
All right, Dragon Rouge is your spot, so tell everyone why they have to go.
Well, I think that Dragon Rouge is it's a hip, colorful, fun atmosphere with exciting takes on contemporary or on traditional Vietnamese family recipes.
All right, and Bob?
If I were in Alameda, I'd go.
All right.
Yeah.
Definitely tasty Vietnamese food, very friendly, warm, inviting environment. We went with friends who live in Alameda who are already planning on going back, so we definitely plan to check it out with them again sometime.
Great.
All right. If you would like to try Dragon Rouge Restaurant, it's on Encinal Avenue at Park in Alameda. The telephone number is 510-521-1800. It's open for lunch and dinner every day with brunch on the weekends. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $20.